Everybody, my name is Maurice, and I am a personal banker for Wells Fargo. I've pretty much been with the company for about 5 years now, and this is my life experience as it relates to parental leave with Wells Fargo as an employer. So my personal opinion about paid parental leave is quite awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid for bonding with their child? And it doesn't affect your sick time nor your personal vacation time. So yeah, I'm all for it. So my experience with parental leave was quite up and down. Just going back to the first time that I actually had a child, I remember, there was no leave, no parental leave for males. So we didn't really get the same benefits as women, which I didn't really find too fair. I was forced really early on. I actually had my first child. I was about 27. So new to being a parent. Just in the midst of my job, just kind of learning things. And then when this came about, just learning about the benefits as it relates to parental leave and knowing that I am unable to be paid for my time out was really overwhelming. The only option that I had was to pretty much use FMLA. For those of you that don't know, that's a family medical leave of absence. It is a benefit that you have to meet the stipulations. It's a requirement. So once you have met those stipulations, as I was, you are able to use 2 weeks of paid time, but the rest of that is unpaid. Now, the 2 weeks that you are paid for, it does affect your vacation time. So not only was I being paid for the 2 weeks, but coming back to work, I had no extra time to take off. It was just the 2 weeks, my vacation, and it just wiped me out for the total year. That was really a huge strain on not only myself, but also my wife, because she had to go back to school just a month after giving birth. We had to, scratch and scrape. I had to dip into my savings account just to pay for miscellaneous bills. We had rent. It was a nightmare. All right. Now, going back to my second child, as I think, when the policy requirement for parental leave is changed as it relates to males, and it changed in a very good way and very helpful. We now can take 16 weeks off, so that's a total of 4 months, which is paid. It allows me to have that binding time with my child, in which I didn't have with the first child. It gives me the ability to allow my wife to finish out her school, still work, help out with different tasks, because we all know with newborns, they tend to, sleep in the day, cry all night. So just kind of, getting a plan together, a process together for the 4 months that I'm out together was really a good thing. And, so I am all for the parental leave. I salute Wells Fargo for implementing such a rule for males within the business. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience as it relates to my parental leave as a male associate. As an individual who has lived on both sides of the spectrum, I definitely recommend more businesses and companies to take the initiative in implementing a benefit like parental leave of absence for males. I believe that it gives that particular individual the sense of security, knowing that if they have such a life experience like having a child, that they know that their employer stands behind them full throttle. Just from my own personal perspective, I went back, well energized, with a peace of mind, knowing that back at home is being taken care of. I felt more motivated. My performance was through the charts. Like I said, because of that, such a benefit, I was able to, set things in stone and come up with a process and a plan so that when I do go back to work, I have the peace of mind knowing that everything is just running smoothly. That question actually makes me laugh because I believe that is a rhetorical question. That is a responsibility, 100%. A lot of times people think that, when a man and a woman, they have a child, that the responsibility is left to the woman to pretty much take care of the child. That shouldn't be the case. 50% of the job or the task was completed by the female and the male. So both are responsible for nurturing for that the infant. Honestly, so yeah, that is completely not a luxury. And who wants to take care of a screaming baby at 3 a.m. at night and have to go to work at 7 in the morning? No. So a responsibility, 100%.